Hello traders, Vladimir here. This is the live market review, 19th of July 2017. Well, the market on most of the pairs is reaching very critical levels, and now we have to find the patience inside ourselves and wait for the right opportunities. Because if we start to force things to happen, you know how the market know to shake, right? The trades before actually anything does happen. Let's start with the few interesting things. The euro yen, which we remain bearish in our idea. That was the first move down, correction up. We want to see the trend line breaking and then go and sell retraces. That's the idea versus the tops, of course. That is relevant as long as this top hold, of course, right? The next one also is coming from the yen pairs, and this would be the CAD yen, which had for us one false break. We still do want to see the second false break as we are against the weekly, right? And then we can start looking for the sell opportunities by creating lower lows, retraces, and sells. As long as that does not happen, and as long as we don't have lower lows, or at least false breaks followed by trend line breakout, in our case, that's the last trend line, we have nothing to do. Doesn't matter how much we try and how much we really want it. Same with the New Zealandian yen, which is, with all the wishes, with all the levels, still holding here this range. Now, we might look for the sells on top of the range, right from here. So on the 1 hour chart, 2 waves up movement, and we might be looking for trendline breakouts after that, followed by a sell. On the same time, the daily chart hints that there might be a chance that we are going to the 84, 50, 85 zone, right to here, before we actually make any next movement. And that's a scenario I would personally prefer to see that around that levels, because that would be matching perfectly the cycle here of the weekly chart. Now let's see if we can get it there. Next one on the list, New Zealandian dollar, same story, approaching to the 0.74 zone. We wanted anything above it would be a monster. We are very close to there. Once we are there, we are marking the trend lines, and that's what we will want to see. You remember the scenario, guys, right? Nothing happened since then, so we just update. Going here, break the trend line, sell retraces. That would be our idea. Euro dollar, so far, no false break. That might be the one. It's not there yet. So we do want the pair to climb higher, and we do want the pair to start create for us false breaks so we can go and sell retraces. Until then, the longers are still there, the buyers are still there. But be careful because of the levels. 116, 117 should be critical zone. And the pound dollar, we need 2 waves down in order to start looking for the potential rebuy, because again we do have the level around the 132, but we don't have any false break with convergences yet. So we do expect that to make one more push to the upside. Second move down, and we might start looking for the buy opportunities. We will keep this idea on as long as this trend line holds. That's for the buys. Aussie yen approaching the very good levels, but again, same story, no real reason for sells. It still has a room till 1991. We'll stay bullish until then. Buy retraces. We are going up very well. No reason to change that before we will get to false breaks. So that remains bullish as long as we don't have false breaks with followed by convergences. Euro pound, well, to me is bearish as long as this top holds, but the setup here currently is not tradable because it has nothing, it does nothing. So as for now, we put it on the neutral, waiting for something clearer to form and provide us the levels. New Zealand and Canadian, we want the pair to make one more push for us, so sell rallies isn't a bad idea. It was the idea and it remains the idea. Currently we are on the triangle. it might turn to be a horizontal range, so sell tops for us is yet the plan. Dollar Canadian, same story. We want the pair to go to the 125, 124 zone right here, maybe slightly lower, before we consider to go with the buy. So stay bearish there yet. Yeah, it's about to, all this celebration about to end, but as for now, that's what the case is. And the Euro New Zealandian, well, we do want to go long, but we do want to go long after corrections. Currently, it looks like it's building the second wave, so that's what we follow, and that's what we will want to see if it happens or not. That's our levels. This is the first one, this is the next one, and from these levels we will be looking for the buy setups, buy false breaks. So for example, something like that. False break, higher highs, retraces, and buys. If it keeps pushing lower, the next level would be the duplication, and if by any case it continues through, then we have daily cycle 61.8, which would be the double bottom here around the 153. So stay tuned for this pair. Once the New Zealandian find its top, the Euro Kiwi will most likely find its bottom. Gold and silver will remain bullish in our idea, so every retrace down should lead as a buy opportunity for us. And for indices, we are still on the tops, no false break, no trendline breakout, so no bearish trades yet for us here. And that will be all. You can see market has a lot, tons of potentials and none of real classical setups yet. We have the Aussie Kiwi, Aussie Franc and CAD Franc pairs we follow from the previous days, weekly forecast and yesterday video, so keep them in mind, guys. The list does not change, we just wait for the setups. And remember, do not force. It's the most common mistake. The most common mistake, to force and say, okay, no. The market does not care what me think or you think or anyone else think. Yeah, the market does what it wants to do, and we can just look for the best potential setups and timing. It's all about timing. Remember that. So enjoy your day. Thank you for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.